Hello, I'm Sadie Sweat, and this is my social exchange theory. What is the social exchange theory? The social exchange theory was actually created by a man named George Hamas in 1958. However, he was not the only one that contributed to this theory because in 1964, a man named Peter Blah helped develop it further, as well as in 1976 by Richard M. Emerson. So George Hamas's theory was that if you took a closer look at an individual's behavior, they would seek out rewards or positives versus punishments or negatives in a relationship. And in those social behavior, it was interaction, sentiments, and activities. If we take a closer look at what that means, the theory is that these relationships could be broken down into costs and benefits, and rewards and punishments, and how a person is treated, what they gain from the relationship. And this could be consciously or unconsciously. Another thing to point out too is that a person will often seek out where they are getting more gains from the relationship or equal. Very seldomly, they go for a relationship where there is less to gain from it and causes a negative impact on you. And another thing to point out too is that in this theory, it is likely that if a person found another person that had better things to offer them and better gains in that relationship, that they would leave what relationship they're in before to go for this new relationship. And it's not necessarily the case every time, but it's the concept that a person will naturally seek out something that is more rewarding. And this can be in any relationship. This could be a workplace. This could be, you leave a job that you worked at forever for a new job because they offer better benefits or they're going to pay you more. And the same thing with like friends, family, schools, intimate relationships, anything like that, that any relationship a person can have with another person could be categorized into how they're rewarded and how they gain from that relationship. Some of the examples are in your workplace. I had mentioned it before, like you could be an employee at a job that you've worked at for a while and find that you could be getting paid better or have a closer commute or benefits, whatever the gain is that could be better than what you're working at now. The theory is that you would choose the thing that would make more improvement on your life. That's the same that could be, for friendships or relationships. If you have a friend that's negative or every time you're with them, it's just horrible and you're not gaining something from it, or a relationship where a person is belittling you or you're not happy, the theory is that you would seek out to either cut them off or seek out to find somebody that would be more beneficial or you would gain something else from. And with family, it's hard to say that like you could replace your mom or your dad, but you could absolutely cut them off. If they're causing negative impacts in your life and you are not getting anything from it at all, cut them off. And for school, I think this one more goes into like, if you have a project coming up, you don't want to be stuck with somebody that is not going to do their work. You want to be with somebody that is going to put in the effort that you are, or maybe even take more of the leadership, maybe take some of the workload off of you. What it comes down to, however, though, is what people categorizing and what they think are gains or positive rewards versus negatives, punishments, or things that aren't, something that benefits their life. Again, though, it's just a theory because humans are humans. We all can think differently. What one person may think is a gain, another person may think, no, that's not good enough for me, or that's not what I want. Or they could be interested in something that's super negative, like being in a really toxic relationship that they're not gaining anything from and it's taking everything from them. People stay in those relationships. Not everybody decides I should have better. To summarize, as I had said before, it all comes down to a point of view. It's a theory for a reason because humans are human. You can't predict us down to the very reaction or what type of relationship we're going to pick because, like I had said, some people may pick a negative relationship And because maybe that one little tiny gain they're getting from it is worth it, or maybe they're not getting anything else out of it and they have no choice. There's no other option for them. And I know for me personally, like I love making people happy because I'm happy when they're happy. And that could absolutely be a social exchange theory. That could absolutely be I'm getting rewarded by rewarding somebody else, and in turn feeling rewarded. So thank you for listening.